Good morning, St. James Trojan fans. Say morning, it's 9:45. We are soon to be playing the first match of our pool play in the Muscle Shoals tournament up here in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. This is, they call it the first Metro tournament. St. James tries to come up here and play some of the North Alabama competition that hopefully we'll see in a state tournament every year, and it has paid dividends for us in the past, especially last year. Very, very nice facility that we're playing in. This is a middle school facility, believe it or not. Home, of course, of the Muscle Shoals Trojans. So, our St. James Trojans will be playing Priceville High School that we played, I believe, last year in the state tournament. Both teams are warming up. Our pool play today will be Priceville first, and then we'll play Lawrence County, who's always a tough opponent. We've played several times in the past. They actually beat us twice last year and eliminated us from this same tournament last year. After those two pool play games, there'll be a rematch of last year's 4A state championship match between St. James and Deshler. This is probably the strongest pool play setup that we've had in a tournament setting in a very long time. And hopefully our Trojans will play their best today and give it their best effort. The wireless connection in this concrete block and the Rector set gym is very weak. But we'll do, like always, we'll just do the best that we can. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it without too many skips, too many interruptions. Trojans are warming up this morning. Earlier match between Lawrence County and Deshler. Lawrence County defeated Deshler. It looked like maybe two sets to one. Not sure. Both teams look very good. This is going to be an exciting day for volleyball. Trojans finish their warm-up period. They'll have a time to serve. The Trojans need a strong serve attack, consistent, and not be so charitable. They've struggled here recently with serve errors. So maybe today we can turn this thing around. Be a good opportunity anyway. Priceville now taking their warm-up. believe Priceville is probably still in classification 4A. As is Deschler, but I'm not sure. I know that Lawrence County is 5A. Priceville takes their practice serves, and we're getting closer to getting on the way. Referee signals in warm-ups have been completed. Our St. James Trojans get ready to greet Priceville. Trojans making a little noise in the house. Trojans start out with Emily Olsey, Kathleen Wright, Lizanne Livings, Carson Ann Crow, Bailey Williams, and Emily Poundstone. It appears that Poundstone will be serving. The Trojans will be serving first to start the first set. Time to play a little volleyball. Traffic. Poundstone serves the ball in. Ball's played up by Priceville. Point for Priceville. Priceville starts the set off leading St. James 1-0. St. James in serve receive. Played up by Carson Ann Crow. Poundstone sets Olsey. Ball's blocked at the net. Poundstone sets up. Lizanne Livings again. Livings with a kill down the left side. Point St. James. Lizanne Livings now serving for St. James. Nice floater serve back to the back right. Free ball. Poundstone sets up Olsey at the middle. Kill for Olsey. Point St. James. Lizanne Living still serving for St. James. Nice floater serve to the back row. Played up by Poundstone, set by Olsey. Carson Ann Crow on the left side, and that's a kill. Very well played, very well set up. Living still serving for the Trojans. Trojans now lead 3-1. Free ball to the Trojans. Ball's misplayed. Point Priceville. We got to take advantage of every mistake these teams make up here today. This is going to be a tough one. St. James still leads Priceville 3-2. Nice floater serve by the Priceville back row. Carson Ann Crow, free ball to Priceville. Trojans couldn't get it blocked at the net. That evens the score at 3-3. Ball comes in, played by Bailey Williams to Poundstone. Kathleen Wright. The ball's a little long. Very well set up, but Wright's attack just a little long. Point for Priceville, who now leads St. James 4-3. Service error by Priceville gives St. James a side out and a point. That's what we're needing. We're needing charity today, not giving it away. That evens a score 4-4. Alan Browning, number 8, back serving for the Trojans. Nice floater serve. A little confusion on the Priceville side. Played up nicely by Browning. Point for Priceville. Overpass. Gives Priceville a side out. They now lead St. James 5-4. Jump serve play. Misplayed by the Trojans. Point for Priceville, who now leads St. James 6-4. Trojans got to get their serve receive together. Priceville serving in. Ball played by Browning. Served out by Olsen. Trojans out of sync. Point for Priceville who now leads St. James 7-4. Trojans got to get their offense set up. Ball served in by Priceville. Served to the back row. Overpass by Olsey. Ball's played up. Lizanne Livings with it. Tack on the back. Ball set up by Priceville. Trojans still misplaying balls hit by Priceville. We're giving them easy points. Priceville now leads St. James 8-4. Nice floater serve played by Livings. Attack error by the Trojans. Gives Priceville another point. Timeout. St. James on the floor. St. James now trailing Priceville 9-4. The Trojans completely out of sync right now, giving away free points. We got to get synced up. Priceville ready to serve the ball in. Referee calls signal in. Disruption in play with balls coming across the court from next court over playing. Priceville serving to St. James. Jump serve, we needed that one. That's an error on the serve by Priceville, giving St. James a side out and a point. St. James still trails Priceville 9-5. Emily Olsey serving for the Trojans. Ashley White comes in for Poundstone on the front row rotation. Olsey serving to the middle of the Priceville defense. That's an attack error by Priceville, giving St. James a point. Maybe they'll be generous to us for a little while. St. James still trails Priceville 9-6. Olsey serving for the Trojans. Nice hard serve back in the back. That's an ace. Ace for Olsey. Put a little pressure on the Priceville serve receive. St. James trails now 9-7. Olsey serving for the Trojans. A nice short floater serve played by the Priceville back row. That's an attack error on him. Point for St. James. Here we go. St. James only trails 9-8. Olsey serving for the Trojans. Ball served to the middle. Priceville's out of sync. Free ball to the Trojans. Living sets it up for Carson Ann Crow on the left side. That's a kill. That ties the score at 9. Nice setup, nice placement by Crow, hitting it in the back right corner. Olsey still serving for the Trojans. Nice floater serve. Oh, the ball's called out. I don't know about that. That's all right. Up ref calls the ball out. Gives Priceville a side out. And they take the lead over St. James again, 10-9. Short serve played by Crow. Set to Olsey. Back to Crow on the right side. And that's a kill. That's a way to set it up. Very well played by the Trojans, who get a side out. That evens the score at 10-10. Carson Ann Crow back to serve for the Trojans. We need to get on a run here. Trojans are synced up. Nice serve. Get down ball. Service error gives Priceville side out and a point that now leads St. James again, 11-10. Nice serve by Priceville. Played up by Olsey. Lizanne Lives in the middle. That's an attack error by St. James, giving Priceville another point. Priceville now leading St. James 12-10. Priceville libero short serve set up by Olsey to Ashley White in the middle. That's a kill for White. Very well set up, very well played by the Trojans, who get a side out and a point. St. James trailing Priceville 12-11. Bailey Williams, number 14, back serving for the Trojans. Williams with a floater serve back to the back left. Set up by Priceville, played by Williams. And misplayed the pass. St. James gives Priceville a point. Priceville now leading St. James 13-11. Played by Lizanne Livens, set up by Carson Ann Crow. Lizanne Livens in the middle. That's an attack error, giving Priceville another point. Priceville now leading St. James 14-11. Priceville serving to St. James. Ball played by Carson Ann Crow, set up to Olsey. Ashley White on the right side. Free ball to the Trojans, set up by Olsey. Lizanne Livens in the middle, played by Priceville. Priceville with an attack, played up by Bailey Williams, set by Carson Ann Crow. Ashley White with an attack, played up by Priceville. Oh, nice play by Carson Ann Crow. Nice recovery. Knew it. St. James called for a net violation. Ball was too close to the net. It was going to be hard to pull out. It gives Priceville another point. They now lead St. James 15-11. Ball served in. Trojans completely out of sync on that play. Point to Priceville. Coach Karen Lee calls another timeout for St. James. St. James trailing Priceville now 16-11. Again, we're looking like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We need more Jekyll and less Hyde. Trojans not playing very well together this morning in the first set. These matches today are going to be the best 2 out of 3. If they split the first 2 games or first 2 sets, they'll play to 15 on the third set. St. James got to pull their game together. Priceville ready to serve to St. James. Ball served in, played by Williams. Saved by Crow. Kathleen Wright with an attack there on the left side. Gives Priceville another point. St. James now trails Priceville 17-11. Priceville serving into St. James. Played by Bailey Williams. Set up by Olsey. Lizanne Livens in the middle with an attack played by Priceville. Tipped over by Priceville. Tipped out of bounds by St. James. Gives Priceville another point. Priceville now leading St. James 18-11. Short serve played by Crow. Set up by Olsey. Ashley White on the right side with a hit. Played by Priceville defense. Ball played up by Bailey Williams. Set up by Olsey. Lizanne Livens on the left side. Ball hit the net. Point for Priceville. St. James now trails Priceville 19-11. Short serve played up by Crow, set by Olsey. Crow in the middle. Ball's attacked wide to the right. It's out. Ball for Priceville. Another point for Priceville that now leads St. James 20-11. St. James can't find it. Ball played up by Bailey Williams. Ball attacked by Ashley White on the right side. Played up by Priceville. Blocked by Ashley White on the right side. Maybe that'll wake somebody up. Very well played by White on the right side, who built the stone wall. Poundstone comes in for Ashley White. Referee again calls substitution. They have to wait for the referee to call them in. Poundstone comes in for White. Poundstone will be serving for St. James, who now trails Priceville 20-12. Ball served into the net. St. James continues to be charitable to our opponent. Service error given Priceville is side out in a point that now leads St. James 21-12. Ball served in, played up by Olsey, set by Poundstone over to Olsey. Net violation on Priceville. Gives St. James a side out and a point. St. James now trailing 21-13. Lizanne Livings, number 15, back serving for the Trojans. Nice floater serve to the back. Got a free ball to St. James, played up by Livings, set by Poundstone, over to Crow. Oh, the ball's long again. St. James just can't get the ball in the court. Playing the ball well when we hit it. Side out with Priceville. St. James trailing now 22-13. That ball, the offense set up very well. Just can't get the ball in the court. Ball ready to be played in by Priceville. Ball served in, played up by Crow. Set for Poundstone, back over to Crow. Attack on the left side, got up by Priceville. Nice attack by Priceville. Ball set up by Poundstone, over to Kathleen Wright on the right side. Blocked by Olsey. Ooh, nice hit by the Priceville attacker in the front middle. Point Priceville. Very well played ball by them. St. James now trailing, I'm sorry. Priceville is ahead of St. James 23-13. Priceville serving the ball in. Played by Bailey Williams in the back middle, set by Poundstone over to Crow. Ball got up by Priceville, back over to the left side. Ball saved by Poundstone on a great play. Kathleen Wright sets it over. Bailey Williams gets it back over the net. Oh, that was nasty. Trick tip over the net by Priceville setter. Point. This is the set point for Priceville that now leads St. James 24-13. Ball received by Bailey Williams. Back over by Crow. Lizanne Livings gets the ball over the net. Priceville sets up their offense. And Priceville gets the point to end the set. Priceville wins the first set against St. James 25-13. St. James not playing very well yet. I'll say yet. These girls need to wake up because Priceville didn't do anything extraordinary to beat St. James. St. James made too many unforced errors and not a lot of service errors. Just can't get the ball in the court. When our offense gets set up, it's almost automatic. But when it's not, I'm just going to say it's not. I think we got a 2-minute intermission between sets. Now we're looking to play 3 sets. St. James will have to win this next set to force a 3rd set. Priceville will be starting the serve of the 2nd set, serving to St. James. The first set, Carson Ann Crow had 3 kills. Emily Olsey had 2 kills. Lizanne Livings and Ashley White each had 1 kill. We only had 1 ace that first set. That was Emily Olsey. Ashley White had the only block. Not a lot of stats to give you that first game. That's kind of indicative of how we kind of got out of sync. I think our St. James Trojans, I think, will take on Lawrence County right after this match. St. James starting off their first six with Ashley White, Kathleen Wright, Emily Olsey, Liz Ann Livings, Carson Ann Crow, and Bailey Williams. That's our most experienced six that we can put on the court. Let's see what experience does if they can regroup this second set. Ball's ready to play. And here we go to the second set. Priceville serving the ball in, played up by Williams, overpassed over the net. Tipped over by Priceville. Priceville starts the game off with the lead again, 1-0 over our Trojans. They pushed the ball back to the back left corner of St. James and nobody was home. Priceville leads 1-0. Ball served in, Carson Ann Crow played. Got it. Ball's gotten up by Bailey Williams. Served back to the back left by Liz Ann Livings. Tipped over, played by Livings. Olsey sets up Ashley White. White with a back row attack, back to the back of Priceville defense. Ball's caught up. Set up by Olsey. Liz Ann Livings with a tip in the middle of Priceville defense. Ball's blocked by Kathleen Wright and Ashley White. Attacked by Liz Ann Livings on the left side. Priceville gets the ball. Oh, it's a block. Ashley White with another block. Point St. James. Perfect form. That was awesome. Scores 1-1. Poundstone comes in to serve for the Trojans. We got floor traffic. Poundstone serves in to the middle of the Priceville defense. Priceville sets up. Rolled over to St. James, set up by Poundstone. Liz Ann Livings on the left side. Block, Carson Ann Crow gets the ball back over. Ooh, nice attack by the Priceville attacker. St. James couldn't get that one back up. Priceville takes the lead 2-1 over St. James. Mary Lee Capulia, number 7, comes in for St. James. Priceville ready to serve into St. James. Priceville leading St. James 2-1. Ball served in, played up by Emily Olsey. Emily Poundstone sets it up for Carson Ann Crow with the back row. Ball's out. Attack error gives Priceville another point. It now leads St. James 3-1. Priceville serving into St. James. That's a service error by Priceville, giving St. James a side out and a point. St. James trails Priceville now 3-2. Mary Lee Capulia back serving for the Trojans. Nice serve. Back to the back left. Ball's played up by Priceville. Olsey tried to block in the middle, but it went off the block on the court. Point for Priceville. Side out and a point for Priceville that now leads St. James 4-2. We got to get a double block on that. Priceville ready to serve the ball into St. James. Ball comes in, played by Bailey Williams. Poundstone sets it up for Carson Ann Crow on the left side. That's what we're talking about. Carson Ann Crow with a kill down the left side line gives St. James their third point. Still trailing Priceville 4-3. Senior number 8, Alan Browning, back serving for the Trojans. Nice floater serve to the middle. Nice play by Poundstone. Ball's gotten up by Browning. Carson Ann Crow with another kill on the left side. Ties the score 4-4. Browning still serving for St. James. Nice floater serve to the back. Get in, ball. Oh, ball's served out. Service error by St. James. Gives Priceville another point and a side out. Those balls that are out are about 6 inches out, but they're out. Priceville ready to serve the ball into St. James. Lefty serves the ball in, played by Mary Lee Capulia, set up by Poundstone. Carson and Crow with another kill in the middle. Point St. James, that evens the score at 5. Ashley White comes in for Emily Poundstone for the front row. Emily Olsey, number 16, back serving for the Trojans. Nice serve to the back row. Free ball to St. James, played by Mary Lee Capulia. Set up by Olsey to Carson and Crow. Tip. Oh, did we get a tip? No, we didn't get a tip. Of course not. The ball's out. Ball goes Priceville and a point. Priceville takes the lead again, 6-5 over the Trojans. Priceville ready to serve the ball in. Ball served in short, played by Alan Browning. Set up by Olsey. Ashley White on the left side with a kill. Very well played by White. Bangs it off the blocker, hits the ball out of bounds. Carson Ann Crow, number 13, back serving for the Trojans. Nice serve to the middle of the Priceville defense. Priceville defense out of sync. Ball's hit out. Attack error by Priceville gives St. James the lead. St. James now leading Priceville 7-6. Carson Ann Crow still back serving for St. James. Nice serve to the middle of Priceville defense. Oh, Ashley White with another block. She puts it right back in the face of the Priceville attacker for St. James point. St. James now leads Priceville 8-6. Carson Ann Crow still serving for the Trojans. Ball served to the back right corner. We're going to get another free ball. Oh, misplayed by the Trojan back row. Gives Priceville a point, and a Trojans still lead Priceville 8-7. Priceville serves the ball in, played up by Carson Ann Crow. Mary Lee Capulia gets the ball over. Carson Ann Crow with a hustle play. Ball's hit over by Olsey. Oh man, that ball is just barely out. Ball goes long. Point for Priceville that now leads, that ties the score 8-8. Priceville serving to St. James. Ball played up by Carson Ann Crow. Set by Olsey over to Bailey Williams for the kill. Very well played by the Trojan offense. Side out St. James. St. James now leads Priceville 9-8. Number 14, Bailey Williams, back serving for the Trojans. Nice floater serve to the back of the Priceville defense. Punched over by Priceville. Mary Lee Capulia gets it up. Olsey gets it over to White with another kill. Olsey and White. Very well played by the Trojan offense. Emily Poundstone comes in for Ashley White. Bailey Williams serving for St. James. Floater serve to the back, and that ball's long again. Service error by St. James gives Priceville a side out and a point. St. James still leads Priceville 10-9. Ashley White comes back in for Emily Poundstone. I think we had a substitution error on the previous play. Priceville serves into St. James, played up by Carson Ann Crow. Olsey punches the ball over. Priceville sets it up. Oh, and they got a hitter. That number 33 is hammering the ball. Point for Priceville. Priceville ties the score 10-10. The 33's got a strong attack by Priceville. Ball served over to Priceville, played up by Capulia. Over to Crow. Kathleen Wright punches the ball over. Plays again. Olsey punches it over. Ball's behind the antenna. The ball's out. Point to Priceville that now leads St. James 11-10. Ball served over. Played up by Carson Crow. Overpass into the net. Point for Priceville. Passing error gives Priceville another point that now leads St. James 12-10. Ball served in. Bailey Williams throws the ball up. Ashley White on the right side. That's another. Ashley White's killing it. That's a kill for Ashley White. Set up by Olsey. Poundstone comes in for Ashley White to serve for the Trojans. Score is now 12-10. Poundstone serves into the Priceville back row. Blocked up. Carson Crow gets the ball up. Poundstone sets it for Kathleen Wright. The ball hits the antenna. That's an attack error on St. James that gives Priceville a point and a side out. It's 13-10 Priceville. Priceville serves the ball in, played up by Carson Ann Crow. Poundstone punches it up for Olsey. That ball's got to be in. That's a kill by Olsey over in the back right corner. Line judge didn't know what to call. Marilee Capulla, number 7, back serving for the Trojans. Trojans down 13-11. Oh, get down ball. Service error by the Trojans gives another point to Priceville. Now leads St. James 14-12. I've been calling 14-11. 14-12. Priceville. Priceville serves the ball in. It's a service error by Priceville. That's exactly what we needed. Trojans catch a break there. Side out. Point for St. James. It now trails by 1. Alan Browning, number 8, serving for the Trojans. Floater serve to the middle of their defense. Ball's gotten up by Marilee Capulla, over by Carson Ann Crow. Bailey Williams with an attack on the right side. That ball's blocked up by Olsey. Punched up by Poundstone. Carson Ann Crow on the left side. That's a kill. Very well played ball. Carson Ann Crow with a kill on the left side. That gives her 7 kills and evens the score at 14-all. Alan Browning still serving for the Trojans. Floater serve back to the back right. Punched over the net by Priceville. Poundstone sets up Crow. That's another kill. Very well played by the Trojan offense. It now takes the lead over Priceville, 15-14. Browning serves back to the back right. Marilee Capulla gets a hard attack over Bailey Williams with an attack. That's a kill for Williams. Bailey Williams with a nice over the net attack to give St. James the lead 16-14. Priceville calls a timeout. St. James trying to get this offense synced up. A lot of good hustle plays, but Priceville just kind of punching the ball over, just getting the ball back over the net. This is a much better played set than the first one. Trojans get ready to go back in serve position. Alan Browning, number 8, still serving for the Trojans. Bailey Williams, Carson Ann Crow, Emily Olsey up on the front row. Ball served in to the right side of the Priceville defense. Free ball to the Trojans. Over to Browning, set up by Poundstone. Carson Ann Crow in the middle. Dug up by Priceville. Poundstone sets it again for Bailey Williams on the right. It's dug up again by the Priceville defense. Capulla punches the ball up. Olsey over to Crow. Nice placed ball by Crow. Ball's gotten up by Priceville. Free ball again. Capulla gets the ball up. Poundstone over. Olsey with a behind the back toss. A nice block by Bailey Williams on the right side. Free ball to St. James. Punched up by Crow. Poundstone sets it back up to Crow. That's a kill by Crow again. Poundstone to Crow. Very well played by St. James. St. James takes the lead again, 17-14. May be the best point of the day so far for St. James. Served in by Browning. Set up by Single blocker at the net. The Priceville attacker hits it off the block. Point for Priceville. Side out Priceville. They get the point. Will be serving to St. James, trailing by 2. St. James still ahead of Priceville, 17-15. Lefty serves the ball in for Priceville. Played by Carson and Crow to Poundstone. Back to Carson and Crow in the middle. She hits it off the block. Priceville gets the ball up. Oh, what? That's awful. Even a miss hit on Priceville finds the Trojan floor for a point for Priceville. St. James holding on to a 1-point lead, 17-16. Lefty server for Priceville serves the ball in. Played up by Carson and Crow. Set by Poundstone over to Bailey Williams. Oh, the ball's hit long. That evens the score at 17. Trojans got to get synced back up. Score 17 all. Left-hand serve for Priceville hits the ball in. Played by Allen Browning to Poundstone. Sets it up for Carson and Crow in the middle. Tries to tip it over the block. Carson and Crow gets the ball up to Poundstone. Hit Olsey in the middle. Oh, yes! Olsey with a kill off the libero's shoulder. Very well played. Point St. James. St. James takes the lead for Priceville again, 18-17. Olsey back serving for the Trojans. Nice serve. Oh, they're scrambling now. We got a free ball played by Marilee Kapuya. Set up by Olsey to Carson and Crow. She bangs it off the block. Kill for Carson and Crow. That's her 10th of the day. Very well played. Olsey still serving for the Trojans. Trojans up 19-17. Nice aggressive serve. Come on, man, that ball's out. Almost hit the up ref in the back. That's an ace by Olsey. They give St. James a 3-point lead. St. James leading 20-17. Another hard serve by Olsey to the back left. Come on now. Get the ball up. Marilee Kapuya with a great save. Carson and Crow gets the ball back over the net. Trojans in hustle mode. Blocked at the net. Nice play by Williams. The Priceville hitter hits it between Ashley White and Bailey Williams. Point for Priceville. I thought we had the block there. They hit it right in between their hands. Trojans hang on to a 2-point lead, 20-18. Floater served by Priceville, played by Allen Browning to Olsey. Olsey back over to Crow, right side. Ball's got up by Priceville. They set up their offense. Blocked by Bailey Williams in the middle. That's a single block. She had it by herself. St. James takes a 3-point lead, 21-18. Nice play by Bailey Williams. Carson and Crow, number 13, back serving for the Trojans. Nice serve to the back right. Played up by Priceville. Marilee Kapuya. Oh, that was a good hustle play by the Trojans. Point for Priceville. Trojans couldn't get the ball back over the net. St. James holds on to a 2-point lead, 21-19 over Priceville. Nice floater serve played by Browning, punched up by Carson and Crow. That a touch ball? No. It looked like a touch ball off the blocker. Point for Priceville. The attack goes long. Coach Karen Lee calls a timeout. Try to regroup the Trojans, who hold on to a 1-point lead, 21-20. Still a much better set played by St. James. We need to push 4 points and take this one to force a third set. St. James regrouped in the huddle, ready to play. Ashley White, Emily Olsey, Bailey Williams in the front. Mary Lee Capulia, Alan Browning, Carson Ann Crow in the back row. Priceville server serves the ball in. Played up by Browning. Over to Olsey. White in the middle. That's an attack. Priceville got up Priceville. Roll ball played by Carson Ann Crow to Olsey. Mary Lee Capulia. That's a touch. Good Lord. No, come on. That's unbelievable. The down ref's calling a touch. All right, there we go. St. James gets the point off an obvious touch. Come on. Carson Ann Crow with that kill. Oh my gosh. If they call a do-over. This is the more frustrating part. It was obvious from where I'm at that the ball was touched off the Priceville blocker. Watch this. Point to St. James. Wow. I was really looking for a do-over. Usually you have a do-over when the other coach argues a call. She knew it was a touch. Ask her own player. Point to St. James, now leads 22-20. Bailey Williams, number 14, back serving for St. James. Served into the back row. We got a free ball here for St. James, played up by Williams. Olsey to White. Ashley White gets the ball over the net. Played nicely by Emily Olsey. Carson Ann Crow on the left side. Ball's gotten up by Priceville. He calls St. James in the net. Up ref calls St. James for a net violation. That's a side out. Priceville gets the ball and the point. St. James holds on to a 1-point lead. They lead Priceville still 22-21. Score is 22-21. There's some confusion at the scores table. The score I have no idea what they're talking about. Priceville ready to. The score is 22-21. It's 22-21. You know, the thing is, whoever the home book is, this is where you kind of get the shaft, because the home book is what they go by. And you know, you take chances when you play. I'm saying baseball, we call it home cooking. When you play away from home, I don't know that it's any different in volleyball. Still confusion at the scores table. Coach Karen Lee and the coach for Priceville having a little discussion at the table. Susie Browning's at the desk, and she can only argue as much as she can argue. Priceville, whatever the score is, they're serving to St. James. My score is St. James up by 1, 22-21. We'll see when the game goes on. Ball played up by Bailey Williams. Ashley White with an attack on the right side, gotten up by the Priceville defense. Ball hit out by Priceville. Point to St. James. My score is 23 to 21. St. James up by 2. Emily Poundstone comes in for Ashley White. Number 10, Poundstone, serving for St. James. Poundstone serves the ball barely over the net. Ball gotten over by Melly Capulia. Back to Capulia. Ball hit off the block. Gotten up by Priceville. Pushed over. Oh! The ref calls the ball hit the floor. I guess he's never seen a pancake. Looks like he has. St. James has the 1-point lead over Priceville with a side out. Timeout St. James with my score 23 to 22. I have no idea what the score table's score is. They're going back over the score again. This is unfortunate, but we'll see. I can't see what they've got the score at, but I'd show 23-22. We're going to assume that the score table's got it right. Priceville readies to serve the ball into St. James. Number 11 for Priceville serves the ball in, played up by Carson and Crow, set by Poundstone. Olsey with an attack on the right side, gotten up, roll ball by Priceville, played by Carson and Crow to Poundstone to Olsey. Bangs it off the block. Point for St. James. Ball's out. St. James to my score. That's Olsey's fifth kill. Timeout Priceville. My score is 24 to 22. The Priceville scorekeeper on their side is still arguing the score, I think. So still not sure what the score is, but there's definitely controversy this second set. We'll just say that. How about that? Just something you expect when you travel out of town. You have to play your A game. You have to not let it come down to a scorebook. Marilee Capulia, number 7, back serving for St. James. I call this set point. If she comes with a bullet, this thing's going to be over. Nice serve. Blocked by Olsey at the net. That's a point. Olsey with the block. Hey, what do you know? The score was right. St. James wins the second set over Priceville, 25 to 22. I have no idea what the controversy was on that one. Anyway, that James wins the second set, 25-22. We're going to play the third set. This is the one we want. This is the one you cannot make mistakes in. We're playing to 15. Hey, this is a good way to start the morning off, start the day off. Your first match. Going back and forth. You got scorekeepers going back and forth. The line has been crossed in the middle of the scorers table. This is awesome. Hey, there's a competition at the scorers table too. Let's get it on. Coaches are talking to each other across the court. Absolutely love Coach Karen Lee standing up for the St. James Trojans. Susie Browning may be one of the best scorekeepers in the game. Stays aware of everything that's going on. Her head's in the game the whole match. You got to have a good scorekeeper. You got to have somebody that knows the rules. And you really need good line judges. If you got all of those, then you get a pretty fair game. But we're fixing to play 3. In baseball, we'll say let's play 2. St. James readies the third set with Ashley White, Kathleen Wright, Carson Ann Crow. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. We're going to go with the way we had it. Kathleen Wright, Marilee Kapuya, Ashley White in the front, Emily Olsey, Carson Ann Crow, and Bailey Williams on the back. I guess we get a flip. No. Priceville will be serving to St. James this third set. I guess we had a flip. Scores table, they're still arguing. There's a game going on at the scores table too. I like our chances on that one. Priceville now, number 10, serving into St. James. Played by Bailey Williams, up to Olsey, punches it over the net. Set up to Priceville. Gotten up by Carson Ann Crow. Ball hit out by Priceville. Point to St. James. Ashley White was all in her face. Emily Poundstone comes in for Ashley White to serve for St. James, who now has a 1-0 lead in this third and final set. Play into 15. Poundstone serves the ball in. Nice floater serve to the back. Set up, Carson overpass. Oh, we had a net violation on Priceville that gives St. James the second point of the set. That's what we need. We need charity. We don't need to give it away, we need it. Poundstone serving for the third point of the game. Floater serve to the back. There, that ball's out. Priceville hits the ball on the outside of the antenna, giving St. James a 3-0 lead. Come on, girls, hold the momentum here. Poundstone serving for the fourth point of the set. Ball served to the back row. Shanked over to the side. They're in scramble mode. Kapuya gets the ball up. Carson Ann Crow with the ball hit to the middle. They're still scrambling. Hit something up there. Marilee Kapuya gets the ball up. Set to Poundstone. Back over to Kapuya. Nice hit on the left side. They're still scrambling. Free ball. Played by Bailey Williams. Set by Poundstone. Olsey bangs it off the block. They get the ball back up. Olsey with a block in the middle in his face. He blocks 33. Awesome block by Olsey in the middle. Gives St. James a 4-0 lead. Poundstone serving for the fifth point. Serve to the back right. That's a shank. They're all over the place. That's an ace to Poundstone. Really hard to argue this. Timeout Priceville. St. James leads 5-0. Not a lot of argument at the scores table now either, so they're awful quiet on the Priceville side. St. James finally getting synced up and getting some errors by Priceville. This is the way you want to start a game to 15 up 5-0. St. James got to continue to hold the lead and continue to put the pressure on the Priceville defense. St. James Stonewall showing up again this third set as Poundstone prepares to serve for the sixth point of the set. Priceville making a substitution after the ball, or soon after the ball was about to be put in play. Number 10, Poundstone, back serving for St. James. Nice floater serve in the middle, set up by Kathleen Wright. Kathleen Wright with an attack on the right side, that's a kill for Wright. Kathleen Wright with her first kill of the game of the day. What a time to do that. Poundstone with her 10th assist. Poundstone serving for the 7th point. Serves into it in between the first and back row. Oh, that's nice. Olsey had it intimidated at the net and they let the ball get into the net. Point for St. James. Now leads Priceville 7-0. Poundstone serving for the 8th point. Serves it between the first and back row. Free ball, hit something up there. Played by Marilee Kapuya. Set up by Poundstone to Kathleen Wright. Oh! Ball's barely out. Point to Priceville. St. James leading 7-1. Libero for Priceville to be serving into St. James. St. James up 7-1. We need to get the ball back. Ball served in. Played up by Olsey. Set by Poundstone to Carson Ann Crow on the 10th row. 10-foot line. Oh, the ball's up. Ball rolls over the net and onto the St. James court. Great attempt by Mary Lee Capulia, number 7, to get the ball up. St. James still has a lead, 7-2. Ball's played nicely by Bailey Williams to Poundstone, over to Olsey on the left side. I don't know if you can see that on the TV. Olsey hits the ball, it rolls down the tape from the left side, almost over to the right side, and falls on St. James' side for a point for Priceville. Last time I saw something like that was Morgan Lee. St. James hits the ball at ACA and it rolls all the way in and falls over the court for ACA. The ball's dug up by Carson Ann Crow. Kathleen Wright hits it, blocked by 30. St. James holding on to a 3-point lead. St. James 7, Priceville 4. Priceville now applying pressure to the St. James defense. Ball served in, gotten up by Olsey. Blocked by Kathleen Wright at the net. Carson Ann Crow with a 10-foot attack. Ball's punched over by Priceville, set up by Poundstone, over to Capulia. Nice kill. Capulia with a kill on the left side. That's her first kill of the game. Gives St. James an 8-4 lead. Number 7, Mary Lee Capulia, back serving for St. James, that has an 8-4 lead over Priceville. Nice floater serve to the back. Oh, he called the ball out. The ball is long. Service error gives Priceville a point and the ball back. St. James still holding on to a 3-point lead. The score is 8-5. Carson Ann Crow on the left side. Gotten up by Priceville. Gotten up by Mary Lee Capulia. Saved by Williams. Saved by Carson Ann Crow, and a great play on the left side. Ball hits the antenna. Ball hits the antenna. They're still playing. Ball gotten up by Carson Ann Crow. Dunked by Olsey in the middle. Mary Lee Capulia gets the ball up, set up by Poundstone, over to Carson Ann Crow, rolls the ball over the net. Ball on to St. James. Unbelievable. They're not going to give us that one. Serve to Priceville. Carson Ann Crow gets the ball up. Poundstone back to Carson Ann Crow, and attack on the left side. Bailey Williams gets the ball up to Poundstone, serves it to Olsey. That's a kill. Kill for Olsey, set up by Poundstone. St. James now holding on to a lead, 9-6. Alan Browning serving for St. James. Ball goes in. We got a free ball played by Mary Lee Capulia, over to Poundstone, set up to Carson Ann Crow. That's a kill. Poundstone to Crow. St. James now leads Priceville 10-6. Alan Browning still serving for St. James. Nice floater serve to the right side. That ball's out. Ball's out. Attack error on Priceville gives St. James the ball. Browning still serving for St. James. Timeout Priceville. St. James with the lead, 11-6. It's 11-6. 11-6. Hey, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Priceville ready for their defense. St. James ready as the offense. Alan Browning, number 8, still back serving for St. James. St. James holding on to an 11-6 lead. Looking for 4 points. Browning serves a floater serve to the back with their defense. Tipped over, gotten up by Marilee Kapuya, set by Poundstone. Nice block by number 12 on the Priceville defense. She blocks Olsey at the net. Point for Priceville. St. James now leading Priceville 11-7. The lefty for Priceville serving the ball. Played up by Carson Ann Crow. Gotten over by Poundstone. Ball's out. Ball hits the ceiling. Error by St. James gives Priceville a point. St. James leading 11-8. Lefty server for Priceville serves the ball in. Played by Marilee Kapuya. Saved by Browning. Ball's gotten over the net by Carson Ann Crow. Priceville sets up their offense. Ball's gotten up nicely by Poundstone. Carson Ann Crow gets the ball up. Poundstone to Crow again. Roll in the middle, that's a point. Kill by Carson Ann Crow. Set up by Poundstone. Point St. James, and now lead 12-8. Ashley White, number 18, comes back in the game for Poundstone. Emily Olsey serving St. James. We got a free ball played by Browning. Olsey to Carson Ann Crow. That's almost a come on ball. Free ball to St. James played by Browning. Olsey to White. Ashley White with a kill on the right side. That's her 5th kill. Nice play there. Nice setup. Olsey to White. St. James leading 13-8. Emily Olsey still serving for the Trojans. Nice serve. They're in hustle mode now. The ball's gotten up. That was like a layup for them. The ball's just blocked up, set nicely for them. All they had to do is tap it over. Point for Priceville. St. James now leading 13-9. Priceville serving the ball in. Back to the played by Marilee Kapuya. Olsey gets the ball up for White. White finds the court. Ashley White with a kill. Set point, St. James 14, Priceville 9. This is the one we want. Carson Ann Crow, number 13, senior, serving for St. James for the set and the match. Serve to the back row. Priceville's hustling. Roll ball, played by Kapuya. Olsey to White. Get out here, ball. Nice kill by Ashley White. Set up nicely. St. James wins the 3rd set, 15-9, and takes the match from Priceville, 2-1. Stay tuned. Right after this match, we'll be starting soon to play Lawrence County, and we've got to play a lot better than this to beat Lawrence County. Go Trojans, hang on. Lawrence County next.